Hey everybody, it's the old sports editor Ronnie Gallagher, and we're here for another edition of the SunDrop pregame show. Well, we're back at Salisbury again this week. We were here last week for one of the best games I've ever seen when West Rowan clipped the Hornets 37-28. Tonight, Salisbury has the only county game. They're playing South Rowan, who is 0-3. They're coming in looking for a victory. Now, West Rowan and North Rowan are off tonight. They're playing tomorrow in what we call Super Saturday. They're playing a national contest, West is, against South Point of South Carolina. And North Rowan is playing University Christian of Florida. But that's tomorrow. Tonight, Joe Pinion's Hornets going to try to get back on track. They had their 12-game winning streak snapped last week. And Joe was good. He said, 12 games is not really a streak. It's not a streak till you get to 25 games or more. So, but he's going to try to start another one tonight. Now, East Rowan's on the road at Hickory Ridge. Carson's at home against J.M. Robinson. They didn't play last week. They got rained out. But tonight the big game is right here, and we're going to be here for you for the pregame and go in there and listen to Joe Pinion again, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're here with Jason Rollins, the head coach of South Rowan. Now, Jason, you're 0-3. How are you going to try to turn it around against this talented Salisbury team tonight?
Well, I mean, you go each week and you go out, you focus on the team that you're playing, and the end result is that if you prepare yourself and you do the things in practice well, you carry it out on the football field, and things go right, then it falls in your hands. And we got to be aggressive. It's a good football team, and we got to come out and take what we did defensively. I thought we played a little better, against Northwest, and take some of the things we did offensively in the first two games, put it all together and make something happen. Well,
like I said in the paper today, the three teams that you've lost to, they're undefeated. It's not like they're chopped liver.
No. I mean, we got a tough schedule. I mean, it's not a joke, and people can look at it and they can say what they want, but when you're playing Central, who, as I said before, has become a really good football team, and you got Kannapolis, who's just running up and down the field on people, and then you turn around and play Northwest, who's we felt like we could be competitive with them. Of course, a lot of things changed and a lot of things happened to us that day that just kind of ups and downs. And, the ball don't always bounce in the direction you want it to sometimes too. But then we turn around and play Salisbury. And, those are challenges you face before you go into conference. But I tell you, a lot of people, and me included, you play a tough non-conference. It prepares you for your conference when you get into it.
Yeah, you had to play on a Saturday morning. What was that like?
I'm glad we made the decision, the 10 o'clock deal, but honestly, if I could play in the rain and lightning, I'd play in the rain and lightning. Of course, you don't want to put the kids in jeopardy, but, next time we'd probably be in a situation we could play Saturday night or Monday night, something like that. We'd probably do it. We just knew there's so much weather coming that we just didn't want to get in that bind. Yeah,
the one thing about high school kids, though, they are resilient, and they love to play sports, and they always bounce back.
They do. Now, I'm not sure if us old people can get back up early in the morning again and start all over, but, we do it and we get after it. And, I think the kids came out, they were ready to play. I think it just, got smacked in the face a couple times, and a lot of times that just kind of it pulls them back a little bit. And, we have to fight through that type of adversity.
Well, don't you think having a SunDrop in your hand will help out tonight for good luck?
Well, my plan is to drink this thing. Now, whether you let me or not, I don't know, but I'm going to drink it, and hopefully it'll jack me up a little bit and see what happens. If it works for me, I'm going to give it every one up.
Well, I'm letting him keep it. He can drink it. It's Jason Rollins of South. All right, we're here with Joe Pinion. Joe, it seems like every week we're here, but you got the only county game tonight with South Rowan. How are you looking at this game?
Well, South Rowan's got to be hungry for a win. They're a talented bunch, and you got to expect anything in their situation. So we could have our hands full if we don't play well. We've got to get back out here and play. We're tired of what's happened to us. We're going to go ahead and go play and put that behind us and go on. But I didn't know you were coming out here for the game. I thought you were just coming out here to see me again.
Well, always, Joe, always. Now, last week you were talking about coming back from last week. It was probably one of the best football games I've ever seen. West Rowan 37, Salisbury 28.
Well, I thought both teams played exceptionally hard. The thing about our kids, I don't think our kids quit. I thought they played hard to the end. They get that late touchdown on the onside kick return. But, that's a 2-point ball game. Our kids played lights out, and we're just not as deep as we need to be in the front to match up against the bigger schools. So we'll take our efforts and we'll build from that, and hopefully we'll get better.
Yeah, but when I went in the locker room last week after the game, I saw some Hornets that were really down. And how'd you get them back up this week?
Well, the thing about this game is you got to put it aside. You got to go on. You can be down, you can hurt, and if you don't hurt, then there's something wrong with you. Because I don't know why you would put in all the effort to practice and all those things and not hurt when you lose. So we just told them that's the end of that story. Let's go on to the next one, and there's a lot of chapters in this book that we got to finish, and the last one we hopefully will come toward the end of November, early December.
And the next chapter is going to start in about 30 minutes against South Rowan. Joe, thanks a lot.
All right, thank you, Ronnie.
Okay, we're just about ready to go in here for the SunDrop pregame speech. We always know Joe Pena's going to give us something good. I don't know if he'll be quite as emotional as he was last week against West Rowan, but knowing him, he probably will be. And so let's go in there and listen to him and see how he fires his kids up for the Raiders.
Three things I want to talk to you about. Number one, growing up playing this game, it was always a dream to be that special player. Now, I'm going to give you a name, and you're going to look at me and say, who? But, as you played out in the yard, as you played the game, you always wanted, to me, I always wanted to be Johnny Unitas. I always wanted to be that great quarterback. You guys know I can't throw or flip, and I probably didn't look good in high-top shoes, and probably wasn't the kind of leader that he was. I'm never going to get that chance, never the size he was. But I think I had the same heart he had. I think I had that same heart. Tonight, there are going to be a lot of guys, a good handful of guys in the stands representing a lot of people. They're representing the 1940 team from Price. Let me tell you about that team. They didn't lose the game. They didn't give up a single point. Ain't nobody score on them all year long. There's possibly going to be two guys from that team here to watch you play tonight. 1952 team from Price won the state championship also. Going to be a couple guys from that team here. 1955, Boyden High School. About 10 of those guys here tonight, maybe more. 1957, same thing. Guys that went on the block for, there's one guy that I think Coach Mike London was telling me the other day, blocked for Ken Willard, who played for the San Francisco 49ers at Carolina, had 13 broken noses, 2 broken collarbones. Just kept on playing the game. You know why? He got the same heart you got. He's got the same Salisbury heart. You get to play in front of those guys. I'd have never got to play in front of a Johnny Unitas. I'd have never got to play in front of people like that. You get to play in front of them tonight. And you have no emotion. You have no emotion. You get to hit that sign that says you're going to play like a champion. That's been there ever since the day we walked in here. It was there before we got here, and it'll be there when we leave. Because everybody that plays with that heart will play like a champion. And you have an opportunity to slap that sign and go out and say, I'm going to play like a champion. I'm going to play with the same heart that those guys played with, and I'm going to play like a champion. You got that opportunity, but there's no emotion. You know why there's no emotion? You guys are all caught up, and I even heard it said that you think you've had your pride taken from you because we didn't come out on the other end last week. You think your pride's been taken from you. Men, you don't ever have your pride taken. Nobody in this world can take your pride from you. Nobody can take that from you. You can let it go. You can let somebody have that opportunity, but nobody can take it from you. This lack of emotion and thinking somebody's taking your pride is ridiculous. This ball game should be over in the first quarter. If you establish some pride, establish some emotion, and play like a daggum champion, and play with the heart of Salisbury, we'll win this game.
Well, we knew it. We knew that Joe Pena would give us a good pregame speech. Now it's on to the game, and remember, there's a lot of games tonight, and tomorrow be at West Rowan for the Super Saturday. North Rowan's playing University Christian at 11 a.m. And then, or as Tasker Fleming said, I'm going to an away game to be the home team. And then at 4 o'clock, West Rowan's taking on South Point, which has been in the state championship 2 out of the last 3 years. And when you go, make sure you drink SunDrop. Buy it, drink it, love it.